Animated films from Disney and Pixar are children audience favorite in each summer time, when Pixar Animation Studio is always presenting the world we are familiar with in a way we haven't seen before. In 2006, the release of Cars recorded over 705 million US dollars box office and won the Golden Globe Awards. In 2007, Ratatouille won the Best Animated Features from the Academy Awards, followed by Wall-E. It was named by the Times as one of the best movies of the decade. And in 2009, Up became the second nominated animation for the Best Picture in the Academy Awards. With these four awards-winning motion pictures, what kind of social ideologies can possibly be found? Firstly, let's talk about the female social status. In Cars, Sally is a very beautiful car Porsche, as projecting a strong, independent, uninterested, and professional image. In this scene, she is acting as a lawyer and tried to persuade the judge in order to let McQueen be responsible for the repairment of the road. Her clear and powerful statement, with sufficient evidence support from the fellow citizens in the town, has resulted that her success in letting McQueen stay until the road is fixed. Comparing her kind and professional attitude with Luigi's tenderness and Mater's playful attitude, there is a big contrast between male and female's role in the town of Cars. Assuming the cast is representing the adult world, what would be the characteristic of a young girl in Up? With Ellie's voice and boyish tone, it is really hard to tell if this character is a he or she. The only clue of defining her gender is the big purple ribbon tied on her hair. In this part of the movie, she dominates the conversation with the boy Carl and forcing him to promise that to take her to her dream place for living. This character fancies about adventure, which is very different from the previous female characters, such as Belle in Beauty and the Beast. By finishing the conversation in showing her interest in adventure again and the statement made directly about she liked Carl. Ellie is totally not the typical princess who waits for her destiny to come but aggressively purchases her personal dream and ideal life.
Well, I'm saving these pages for all the adventures I'm gonna have. Only, I just don't know how I'm gonna get to Paradise Falls.
According to another Pixar animation, Ratatouille, similar female image cannot only be found in US, but also in France. Colette, as the only woman in the kitchen where Linguini is working as the garbage boy, she clearly states that she is not going to waste time on the lucky boy like him and ask him to behave himself. The statement that Colette made has stated the truth that gender issues and discrimination are still exist in certain workplaces such as kitchen. However, it is also about women in this era are very capable and strong enough to take the job, which used to be men only. I'm sure you have noticed about French accent in this movie. Let's see what did the producer talk about the accent in this film.
Consistent Frenchiness to the accent.
Someone has asked what is new.
You?
Yes. What do I tell them?
Well, what did you tell them?
I told them I would ask.
What are you blathering about? Customers are asking what is new.
What should I tell them?
What did you tell them?
I told them I would ask.
The French accents were particularly difficult because you want it to feel authentic, but you don't want it so authentic that nobody can understand it.
Therefore, accent is acted into the films with purpose to show the national identity of the characters. Even if the voice actors or actresses are not French, they have to add certain accent to the characters, which is quite ironic. You may also notice that there are Italian and Anglo-American accents in Cars. But the idea of race is not only represented by accent only, and also the outlook. Luigi and his friends' cars model are actually from Italy and made in the 60s. Even in Wall-E, some racial features are also showed, such as the citizens are all speaking in American accent and most of them are either white skin or black skin. The slogan by and large, "Your day is very important to us," a very typical American promotion slogan in terms of tone and the use of words.
It doesn't sound
By and large, everything you need to be happy. Your day is very important to us.
In the following scene, 4 out of 6 captains are white and only one of them is female Asian and one of them is dark color. Does it mean that in the future it is still a white and male American dominant world? Other than race and gender, the concept of building a family is shown by Carl and Ellie in Up. While humanized robot Wall-E and Eve have shown the characteristics of humans' love, even they use only the names Wall-E and Eve in the script, the tone and sound effect can represent emotions such as angry, care, concern, happy, and even instructions. More personification example may be demonstrated in Cars. It presents the fact that female needs to queue up for washroom, but male don't, and good-looking males such as McQueen can attract some girls such as the twin girls in the scene. It is very obvious that the Cars world is implying human society, while the Cars have their own team to race with. There are job distributions and refilling the gas by using a tube to drink like human beings. Finally, in Wall-E, it is a very big contrast and ironic to compare with the personification in Cars, as the captain seems implying that if human beings are relying too much on machines, it is very possible to have a fallback in human involvement. For example, the captain is not capable to speak to the passenger and use the right pronunciation without the auto-captain program's instruction. Both the passengers and the captain on the Axiom in Wall-E are dehumanized, with long time of stability and robotization.
So, be sure next mealtime to ask for your free Septuacentennial cupcake in a cup. Wow, look at that. Also today we have a... Hey, Otto, what's that flashing light?
After this analysis, do you still think that animated films are only about entertainment?